going to Amnesia for Kevin and Perry. Stay tuned. Amnesia for the Kevin and Perry. We're going to speak to one of my mates, JJ.
How are you?
How you doing, mate?
I'm fantastic. How are you?
What's it like in here?
Good. It's nice. It's interesting.
What time did you get here?
Not bad. We got here fresh and early.
What time?
12 o'clock, I think.
12 o'clock?
12 o'clock, yeah.
Was there a queue?
And it was already rammed. It was already rammed from the
Who
start.
are you here to see? Are you here to see someone in particular?
I'm literally just here for the reminiscing.
Just for the reminiscing?
Because we seem to have every single member of the workers community from the last
we were just saying earlier on, I think St Anne's closed down now.
You know what I mean? There's no one left anywhere else on the island to work. Simple as that. Everyone's here. Because I don't know how anyone else is open. Simple as that.
Are you staying till the end?
Yeah, I think we'll be here. We're going to have to stick it out.
How did you get here? Just taxi?
Yeah, taxied up.
We biked today, mate? Not on a push bike. No, on a motorbike, yeah.
Fuck yeah, it's dangerous on those roads. Do you know what I mean? Especially this time of year.
Well, thanks for catching up, mate. We have a really good night.
Yeah. Thank you.
Another couple, what's your name?
My name's Luke, this is Shazza.
And who are you here to see? Are you here to see anyone in particular?
No, we just got told to come out and it's our anniversary.
You just got told to come here?
Yeah, by Jody Hall.
No, it's all the old tunes, coming for all the old tunes. It's our anniversary. So
right. I'm excited to see Lange, are you?
Yeah.
Who?
Lange.
He's
on it up past 3.
Judge Jules, to be honest with you.
Judge Jules, right. So, what's your favourite trance tune then?
I don't know the names. I don't know.
Well, sing it.
No, hang on, what was it? It was on earlier, I fucking forgot. I forgot. Music Matters.
Music Matters. Right,
That's
Music
it.
Matters. We'll put a little bit of that over.
Because I know that.
Everybody sings in the shower though.
Oh, I always sing, but I can't sing.
I want to hear you sing now. Music Matters, go.
Look much further. I can't even think of the words.
We'll take that.
Music Matters.
But what you should
Hang
really
on,
do is hear me DJ because I'm amazing. But
Right.
I don't
Get
know
your
how to
bottle
do
out
it.
of my face.
What?
He's shoved his foot in my nose. Go.
See, it's all ruined now.
What are you drinking?
Nothing is empty.
How much was that?
£10.
That's not too bad for Amnesia though.
Well, last time we were at 17 quid.
Yeah. I was quite pleased because the water's €8 now, and I remember last
Fucking
time
hell.
I paid 20 though. Do you know what I mean? By the time I paid 90 quid on water, I wanted to go home.
Well, they haven't turned the taps off in the toilets, have they?
I don't know, I ain't checked.
Been in there yet?
You haven't been. Well, thanks very much for catching up with us. Hope we have a really good night.
Very much.
Cheers. Thank you very much. Hello, mate. What's your name?
I'm alright, mate. How are you?
I'm good. How are you, Judge?
The judge is a bit buzzing. It's Kevin and Perry's fucking 20th anniversary, and I'm a little bit pissed, but I'm alright.
How many beers have you had?
A few.
How many beers are you going to have?
It's a bit expensive here, but
It's not too bad. It's only a tenner
No,
a bottle
no,
compared to normal.
we just got around a minute ago. We've got a bottle of Heineken and a Jack Daniels and Coke upstairs because we got VIP. 55 fucking euros.
Is it more expensive upstairs?
The more you go up, the more the price goes
More price
up.
go.
You can kiss my ball bag, I'm telling you. And I'm not a fucking millionaire. I've got no money. But anyway, everyone's happy, having a great time. Go on the Dexter, we love you, mate. One more time. Kevin and Perry, fucking having it.
And here we are.
Here we are,
What are you doing here?
going fucking large.
We're here with Geordie. How are you, mate?
Not bad, mate, not bad at all.
Are you having a good night?
Lovely night. Just obviously filming shit.
You've got your shades on. Are you waiting for the sunrise?
Correct.
Right. When do you think that's going to come?
7:45.
What's that you got in your hand?
My camera.
Check that bad boy out. Yeah, picture of the... No. Oh, hello, mate. We've got another one.
Hi.
Are you waiting to use the phone?
No.
No. Do you want to call anyone?
I'm Superman.
You Superman? Are you Superman?
Clark Kent.
Are you coming here to see? Are you coming here just to film, or are you coming here to see any particular DJs?
Well, I've got no battery in here.
Right.
Or memory card, but I'm pretending.
And
Right.
I just resigned.
So it's just a pointless paperweight at the minute.
Correct. But it gets me behind the Dexter.
I
It
tried
gets
to
you-
get sacked for 3 weeks, so I just fucking resigned. Not playing these silly games anymore.
Are you having a good night, Jody?
Not bad, mate. It's alright. It's been hours.
How can it be better?
If I
More
fuck off.
drugs.
Right, who's this? Ryan McDermott. What are you doing here?
Just enjoying Amnesia, the Kevin and Perry second night. It's absolutely bouncing in there, by the way. Well, I was enjoying it till I bumped into you.
Is it sunny in there or something? Or?
Nah.
No. Is it sunny out here then?
Nah, I'm just wearing these glasses.
Why the hell have you got sunglasses?
Because I lost the bet.
You lost the bet, did you?
Aye, alright. And same as you with that, isn't it?
Right, what have we got going on in here? All right, girls. How you doing?
You're right, yeah, you're
Are you
right.
locked in there? Are you using the phone or?
Yeah, we're dialing home to say, I'm not coming home.
When are you supposed to be going home?
On Sunday.
No, well, Saturday.
What, Sunday? You do realise Tuesday you've missed that flight?
I know.
That was 2 days ago.
We're staying here forever, we're not going.
What's your names? What's your names?
Natalie.
Jade.
And who are you here to see?
Oh, Judge Jules. It's amazing.
You do realise he's on now?
I know.
Right. But you needed to call home, obviously, and tell them that you were coming home.
I had to call
What have
home
you
and
done,
say
innit?
how amazing it is
How's
tonight.
Mumsy's going to be like, oh, babes, where are you?
What a vibe tonight. An amazing night. Great
You're from
crowd.
Liverpool?
Yeah.
I love Liverpool.
Well, I'm from Liverpool. She's from Plymouth. She's a Janna.
Right, okay. Plymouth?
Yeah.
That's like really south, isn't it?
Yeah,
That's like France compared to me, because I'm from the northeast.
Yeah, no, I'm south. Down at the bottom, babes.
Are you going to stay at the end?
Yes, absolutely.
To the bitter end.
As soon as we get out of this phone box calling home.
Right. It's got an automatic lock on, at about 3 o'clock. What time is it? I think it's
Excellent.
3:15. You're just stuck in there now.
Oh no!
To be fair, if you can keep just pass me drinks in,
Okay.
I'll stay here all fucking night.
Well, hope you have a really good night. Thank you so much for it.
Thank you. Have a great night.
Great night, guys.
Ian Kennedy.
That's my name, yeah. Hello.
Are you having a good night?
I'm having an amazing night.
Your face looks like you're having a really good
I
night.
am. Look at my face. I'm having an amazing
Get a
night.
close up. Get a close up on his face.
Yeah, look at my face. I'm smiling.
lovely Laura's on now. It's all them old. Sorry, don't want to swear. It's all them old tunes.
Oh, you can fucking swear if you want to.
I don't want to fucking swear though.
Don't fucking swear then. Keep your fucking language down then.
No, it's good. It's good night. Everyone's having. Well, you can see how busy it is. This is like literally probably one of the last big parties of the summer. So it's a very, very busy night.
How busy is it in here compared to the first one? It's like rammed in here now, isn't it?
Well, I don't want to say it's busier than the first one because I was only.
He can't remember anything from the first one because he's had a face like Play-Doh. Right, we're sitting on a bench in Amnesia. What's your name, mate?
Brad.
Brad, nice to meet you, Brad.
Nice to
I like
meet
your
you.
shades, cool.
Yeah,
And your bucket hat.
Carrera all the way, and it'll never be
Space.
space.
Nah.
It'll never be space, but this is the next best thing, man.
What have you came for? What's
the
your...
music, 100%. I lived here in 1998.
Wow.
And they're playing the Trance, which they played when I was here back in the day.
Yeah.
And that's a special thing.
So did Lange used to play it back in the day as well?
Yeah, Judge Jules, Seb Fontaine, they would have been here back in the day playing the same music. So it's special, man.
Yeah.
It's been a special night for sure.
I think tonight, like I was just saying to a lot of people tonight, it reminds us of what Ibiza used to be like with the community.
Very
Everyone
much so.
everyone in there is hugging each other. They don't know each
I've had
other.
a few random hugs of blokes. So it's
Everyone's just smiling in there.
days. Yeah, it's a lot of love, a lot of great music, a lot of great energy. You know, I mean, it's the place still. You know.
What's
I
it?
don't like the 6 o'clock finish though.
Why?
I don't like that. It used to go on, and then you go to Space or the New Star. I mean, it has toned down to what it was like in the 90s, but when it goes off, there's no beast like it, you know. I love Amnesia. I love Amnesia. Came here in 95, first time.
Did you come to the first one in June this year?
Yes, I came to the first one, and you know, I would have fucking paid whatever I'd spent on that trip for that time warp moment when Energy 52 dropped with Judge Jules in the main room. I was just like,
Well, Lange was playing some belters in there tonight. They follow me, take me away.
Oh my God, they've been playing them all in there. Yeah, I mean, great night on a great island. Nothing but love.
So what do you do on the island?
Well, I'm not actually. I've been here 8 weeks this year, holidaying, staying with friends. I used to live here 20 years ago, but I want to come back next year.
To live?
I want to get that residential. I will kill someone for it. I will marry someone for it. I'll have a gay marriage.
You've heard it here first.
Yeah.
You marry someone for it.
Next year, this guy is going to live here.
And he's going to have a ring on his finger.
I'll marry if I have to.
It's bringing people back to the island that previously might not have come here.
It's a bit ironic though, it's one more time, but it's definitely not going to be one more time.
Obviously, yeah. The irony's in the name. How many more times? I don't know. Maybe they need to call it 20 more times or something like that. But
One more time again.
One more time again and again and again. But you know, Dexter's a friend of mine from years ago. When I first moved here, he's one of the first people I met, and he's obviously like changed his life, and you know, he's very sober now. And this party has brought so many people back onto the island and brought them together.
Yeah.
And you only have to look at that dance floor. And I think I said to everybody, I got really emotional earlier on. I almost fucking cried.
Well, I was here the first one in June, and Lange, who's on an R3, he played "Follow Me," which is my favourite trance song.
LIS, Follow Me.
No, Morrigan.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And Haley's got a video of me on the dance floor. I only had one beer that night, and I was crying on the dance floor.
There you go. One beer, just one. That's all it takes. Yeah, no, I mean, I probably had a couple, but I was almost crying. It's just because I'm not old, but I look at around the people sort of sitting around having a laugh. I feel a little bit old because I've been coming here for so long. I think it's really important that parties like this exist.
Old's not a word. Matured, mate.
Mature, yes.
Like the wine.
That's right. Yeah. Matured.
Matured.
I was chatting to some Scottish guys earlier on, and it was their first time.
What did they say? Did you understand them? Did you understand them?
All the normal questions, you know. Like,
do you like Iron Brew?
Yeah. Where you from? No, that's sorry, I'm doing Geordie, aren't I? They're from Aberdeen, so I'm not going to try an Aberdeen accent, please. Don't make me do that.
That's why I brought you over here.
Yeah. For my Aberdeen accent.
Have you ever asked a Scottish person to say the word burglar alarm? Or 2 words, sorry.
Occasionally.
Just occasionally?
Only when I'm feeling really, really evil.
Only when you're in B&Q in Scotland and you're looking for the burglar alarm aisle.
And funnily enough, I am
a burglar alarm
in B&Q in Scotland. Yeah.
Really?
Especially in Aberdeen, yeah.
What looking for?
I like to hang out. When I leave the island, that's where I go. I just go to B&Q in Aberdeen.
What do you buy?
I don't buy anything. I just like
hang around the aisles.
Walk around.
Which aisle is your favourite aisle in?
I try and get kicked out. Basically, yeah. I try and fall asleep in the gardening area.
Right. That's a good choice. The garden area. What? Anywhere in the garden area?
Well, usually in the kind of the herbs. The herbs. Yeah. I like to fall asleep in the herbs. It's a long journey.
Yeah.
You know,
to Scotland.
Yeah, exactly. And after that much travel, you want a nice smell.
Yeah, I suppose.
And you just sit around, and eventually your mind takes over, and you drift off, and you start thinking about, Scottish things.
Kilts,
haggises.
Iron Brew,
Mel Gibson.
Wallace.
Yeah.
Freedom.
In general, freedom. Yeah.
So no, I can't really remember anything from the first one. I was here for the first one, but I can't remember anything. But I do think this is a lot busier than the first one. And in my opinion, musically, it's a lot better than the first one. So it's a very good night ahead.
I forgot what I was going to say there. I literally just went completely blank. Oh, that was it.
He's that good of an interview. You see, he's just Graham Norton. Watch out. Oh shit! I forgot what I was gonna say to you. Get on then. You gonna ask me the question? You haven't asked us a question.
I didn't know you were into your trance.
I fucking love trance. Live for it.
What's your favourite trance song?
For an Angel, Paul Van Dyke.
Tune. Seen him play it a few times this year.
Or, I don't know it off by heart. I've got a new favourite, but
sing it.
I can't. It's trance.
I was going to
It's
work.
going to sound like down. Bum, 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 bum.
Who are you here to see?
I'm here to see you.
Dan, what am I doing? No, you're not. Other way. Right.
You can't get out. We're locked in here forever.
I can never go.
I think that's it. Before we get too close and start necking on or anything like that.
We could actually.
Nobody told me that was a gay
Other
booth.
way.
So what about the DJs here tonight? Would you say your favourite DJ is tonight?
Well, Jo Mills was playing, and Jo's a really good friend of mine, and I love the fact that she was playing, and Jules as well, who I know really well. I love the fact that Jules is still playing. He's taken a lot of flack over the years for being sort of commercial and Radio 1 and stuff like that. I actually was in the studio when Jules did his last Radio 1 show, and I saw him crying. He loves music and he loves dance floors. To stand there with loads of people really loving what he's doing.
He loved tonight then because it's rammed.
Yeah, it means a lot to him. And I think that's the main thing. Like, DJs just play other people's music. And that's all we try and do. Play other people's music and hope people dance and enjoy it. And fortunately, tonight, when you need a breather, you come out and you can have a chat with people like you, and then you can go back in and have a dance. So yeah.
So people who are watching this who've missed the first one, they've also missed the second one. There'll probably be a third. What have you got to say to them people?
Well, I think it's not going to be called One More Time, or it might do. In fact, it works, doesn't it?
I think so. Yeah. It's like Ricky Gervais saying that he's never doing the Golden Globes again, but a year later, here he is.
But he does. I'd say come. I'd say get to this party, because I just met an Argentinian guy about 5 minutes ago, and he didn't really know what was going on. And I said, well, you know, you're experiencing something quite rare here. And he sort of, I think, well, he's in there now. So I think he really appreciated that. And
I didn't know you were into your trance. Are you well into your trance?
No, I'm not into my trance really at all.
You're into the togetherness of what this is about.
I mean, I recognise a lot of the music because I used to be on the dance floors in the 90s here in Ibiza and in London, but I don't collect the music. I mean, I buy music, I collect music, but I don't play trance. I leave it to the people that know it better. But I do recognise how brilliant, an atmosphere it creates, and I'm full up for being in there with them. Yeah.
Right. Well, I'm going to let you get back to your night, mate. Thank you very much for sticking around and telling us about your night. Cheers, man. Nice one. Who are you here to see?
Lovely Lauren.
Apart from me.
Lovely Lauren Benmont, but
they don't know who you are, though.
Hey.
Did they know who you are?
Why, aye? No. For me, I'm friends with Lovely Lauren Ben. I'm actually good friends with two of the DJs on the lineup. So Jonathan Ulysses, who just smashed the main room, and Lovely Lauren Ben, who are on right now, and they are absolutely having it. And I'm sure any Ibiza, well, anyone who's been to Ibiza will have heard of Lovely Laura at least, and she is nailing that main.
Is she in there now?
Sorry, she's in the terrace. It's a bit weird because the main room's actually not the main room. The terrace is the bigger room.
It's weird though, isn't it? Yeah,
it's
like,
a weird
it's
thing.
as if it's the main room. Yeah.
But she is having it off in the main room, in the terrace. Sorry, right now. So that's very, very good. And I'm sure everyone here will surmise to that as well, because it's just started with Man with the Red Face.
Yeah.
Classic. Yeah. So it's just right. And unfortunately, that's the only room. Not unfortunately, but that's the only room I've been in tonight. I've never. Well, it's fortunate for the club, because I could not get into the other room. It was that busy when Judge Jules was on, so I don't know if you guys have been in there.
Yeah, I was in there, yeah.
That was good.
I was looking for you, I couldn't find you.
No, you're not going to see me in there, but no, it was good. It's been wicked, like.
Are you going to go and come in and say lounge now?
Is he in the other room?
He's in the main room now. I think he's going to be playing Follow Me anytime soon.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Well, let's get ourselves in there.
That's because that's our tune in it.
My favourite tune.
His favourite tune. His favourite tune.
Who's your favourite DJ on tonight?
Tonight? I don't know any of them.
I love all the crew. Love all the workers are here from San Antonio. We all love each other and we're all here. It might cost a little bit more, but you know what? End of season, happy days.
I think it's a wicked night in there, mate. Bringing people together.
Anyone who's watching this, who knows the judge's verdict, have it. Love you guys. Peace out.
Thanks very much for coming in, mate. Yeah, love you too, mate. Nice one. Alright, well, I hope you have a really good night.
Actually, I forgot. Making the fucking final cut, mate.
No, you definitely no. We're putting all these in. We're putting all these in. I forgot to mention your name though.
Joe.
Oh, it sounds good.
Joe from Urban Lounge.
Joe from Urban Lounge. There you go. Nice little plug there for
representing. Urban Lounge. Shisha, 2 cocktails.
Well, thanks very much for sitting down on this bench.
Amigos.
Are we going in?
Well, yeah.
Your mates left you?
We ain't going fucking out anyway.
Right, that's it.
Been coming here for a long time, and if you feel the magic when you land, when I put my first foot on terra firma or on Ibiza, I'm buzzing. It's my happy place. Soul sings, and there's a lot of love, and a lot of great people, and that's why I still come back at 48 all these years later.
48, eh?
48.
You don't look a day over 30, mate.
Oh, cheers, bro.
I thought you dyed that beard.
It's in low lights. Takes me ages.
Well, mate, it's been awesome talking to you. Thank you so much, mate.
Awesome, man.
Cheers, mate.
Yeah, love.
All right, how you doing? So we'll just fast forward a little bit. What day is it today? What day is it today?
Thursday.
It's Friday. It's Friday today. So I'm just going to finish this little video about Kevin and Perry event, and I'm really privileged to have stood next to me Dexter, who's the organiser of Kevin and Perry. How you doing, mate?
Wicked. Yeah, it's great to be back in Ibiza. Had some fun.
We're currently outside the ship. Have you had a few bevies today?
No, I don't drink anymore. But yeah, the ship is where I used to live for many years. I used to
in the bar.
In the bar. I used to work the bar. We started Shipwrecked here, the boat party years ago. Then we did the slut party with Dean and Gary, and it kind of all evolved from there. All my event stuff over the years has been purely by accident.
Well, we're going to talk about. Speaking of events, we're going to talk about the Kevin and Perry event. So I was there on Tuesday night, and I think the whole of Ibiza was there. Yeah. I think Ibiza closed down that night because Amnesia was absolutely rammed. Tell us about how the idea for that event came about, please.
Okay, well, about four years ago, I opened just a Facebook group called Ibiza Worker 2010, and overnight it went viral, and we had thousands and thousands of ex-workers joining this group. And off the back of that, we started the event One More Time, which was like a 4 or 5 day holiday that year over to Ibiza. We did a series of events. We were meant to come back the next year, but then COVID hit.
Yeah.
And then during that time, my partner, who everyone knows over here, Nick Ferguson, said, let's do this. He's got an idea for a Kevin and Perry night, which was a conversation they had at an after party years and years ago. So we toyed with it, and Nick floated the idea to Amnesia, where it was originally done, and they were really excited by it. But then it took 2 years, or over 2 years, to get to where we were in June, where we did the first one, and September, which was a lot busier. June was kind of not a test run as such, but just to see how it would work, and it worked fantastically. But the Tuesday this week was...
It's been a long week, mate.
Yeah, it was absolutely mobbed. There must have been 3,000 people in the main room alone, and to see the main room at Amnesia like that just reminds you of the old days, you know. And I don't think people are expecting that sort of vibe, but it's electric, you know.
Yeah, definitely. Well, I was there the first one, the 6th of June, and I actually caught up with Nick earlier on in the season. Okay. He was on one of the shows, and I was just telling him how awesome the event was, and he was like, oh, you should come to the next one, I'll get you some tickets. And I was like, you know what, mate, the day after the 6th, it was on the 7th, I woke up, I was still hungover, and I bought just 2 tickets for the second one straight away, mate. Yeah, because I thought it was class. And as soon as I walked in on Tuesday, mate, I mean, I've never seen Amnesia as busy as that for years, especially the main room.
Yeah.
And I just thought it was electrifying. Like everyone was out with the phones and stuff, but regardless of that, I mean, I was out with my phones, obviously getting footage.
It's the thing people do nowadays. But if you compare the amount of people who had phones out on Tuesday to a normal event in Ibiza at some of the other clubs, it was minimal, you know.
But the people, though, in general on Tuesday night, they were like, you could see people were in their groups of friends, but it didn't really matter. Everyone was hugging each other, just happy as Larry's, just all of them, just like jumping around, proper trance heads. I loved it.
The demographic was older, without a doubt, and that's what we like about One More Time. The youngsters still come, but the demographic, we know this purely by the data when we're promoting it, is 30 plus, you know, and there were some people there 65, 70 years old. I don't know how long they lasted, probably last longer than me.
They're still trying to walk out now.
Yeah, I think some of them were at One More Time. We did the follow-up last night in Eden, which was great. The vibe was incredible. We had Mario Picotto, Dave Pearce, Tall Paul, Vicky Devine, Slipmat in the back room. So that was great. It pissed down with rain at about 3 o'clock, so it kind of fizzled the last bit out. But yeah, we had a load of people in there all going crazy, just like Tuesday. So yeah, it was cool.
And what's your thoughts on like future events? Because obviously it's called One More Time, but is it going to be called One More Time again next year?
Here we go again. I don't know. Well, we've done One More Time in 2019, you know. And the name was actually created by the group originally. We put a vote out.
Do you know who won that?
Who?
Do you not know who actually won that?
Now. Oh, is it you?
The guy behind the camera.
Yeah. No, we had some great names. One More Time, and it's obviously from the tune as well. But yeah, definitely got some legs in doing. The trance, in my opinion, is coming back stronger and stronger. A lot of people say, "Oh, it's dead." It ain't dead. You know, you could see that just by the last few days, and the amount of people who travelled from the UK, who actually made an effort to book tickets, hotels, take time off work to come. Thousands of fucking people, you know. Excuse my language, but people were travelling and moving to come over here, and that means that alone that trance is back, and it's bigger than ever, I think. Well, not bigger than ever, but it will be back.
Well, I'm all for it because I love trance. I mean, a lot of people on the island know me as a musician. I play guitar and sing, but I love me trance. But you won't have seen this footage from earlier on. The viewers will have seen this earlier on in this video. But we caught up with a lot of the people who came out into the smoking area, and we asked them what they thought of the event. What is your opinions on what they've said? I know you haven't seen that, but what do you think the people's response was for that night?
I think a lot of people would have loved it. You can't please everyone, of course, as well. I think maybe the main room was so busy that some people weren't used to it, you know. But if you're back in the day, the main room was always like that, if not worse, you know. And yeah, we've learned a huge amount for the next year, and we've got to sit down now and really recoup and see what we're going to do, what worked and what didn't. So unfortunately we had a couple of technical issues, so sorry everybody, we know that CO2 cannons didn't work, but we were working on it for days and there was serious problems engineering wise behind it.
Well, you mentioned earlier on you think the CO2, you think the hospitals had the rest of that stuff, so that's fair enough.
Yeah, apparently there is a shortage of CO2 in Spain and the hospitals obviously take dibs on it. I don't know why, but yeah, it's the CO2. But the thing is, there was actually an engineering issue with the cannons itself, and trust me, we tried to get them working, you know. But we put extra lasers in, as you know.
The lasers were awesome. I've got some footage. You'll have seen the footage if you're watching this of the lasers. The lasers were absolutely awesome for lounges.
We doubled up on them just so we put a bit more attention away from the CO2. But yeah, it's disappointing, but it's out of our hands. You know?
No, I don't think people will come away from that event and go, oh, where were the CO2 cannons? I think.
There will be a few.
Yeah, but honestly, like the people that we caught up with, they were just like in awe of the event. Honestly, they really were.
It's great. I love it. The comments we got are great. The DJs were great, you know.
What was your favourite set? Did you say?
I love Seb. It's just even Jonathan Ulysses in the other room was great. Joe Mills. They're all great, and they all added something to the event. So yeah, it's just now time to sit back and think how we're going to move forward. Is it worth doing this every year, or should it be every 2 years?
Twice a year.
Maybe. But there's a lot to look at now. There's a lot to think about and take in, because honest to God, it's just getting this finally done after 3 years. It's a relief, you know. And we weren't planning on doing the Eden event, and that was a last minute thing really, but that's gone well as well, because we want to create it more than Kevin and Perry. The One More Time thing as a brand has definitely got legs, you know. And the energy that's involved in the brand is quite unique now, because it's just got some great people behind it with energy, you know, and they dance without phones.
Yeah. Well, I would say, I mean, I've been to a few events this year, not every single one obviously, but a few events in general, and I would say that was probably the most talked about event of the summer. I think, honestly, and I'm not just saying that, mate. I believe that because I was there both of them, and I thought it was an awesome event. So for the viewers at home to put an event on like that in Ibiza, which is sort of the party capital of the world, would you say? What you mentioned there that it's a relief that it's over, sort of stress-wise and stuff. But what's it like, sort of the build-up, putting it together, getting in touch with all the DJs? Do you do that yourself, or do you have a big team?
No, myself and Nick Ferguson work as quite a good duo, really, because Nick is historically Nick worked for Cream for a dog pooing on Monkey. So, well, Nick Ferguson was the manager of Cream at Amnesia for many, many years. So he knows all that side of the club, but he's also a booker, and he helps run Defected over here, runs Shine himself. So he books artists all the time. He was the chief booker for Cream. So yeah, I leave that all to Nick. Right. He deals with all the stress of the DJs and the club, the running within the club with his team that he works on Ireland. And all I do is run the actual online promotion, social media. All of that side of it is down to me. So yeah, it's a pretty good team really. There's only a couple of us who do it, you know. Yeah. But yeah, we've just taken on God's Kitchen as well.
Oh, class.
That's coming back after 6 years. And we were meant to release that event literally, I think the day before, the Queen died on the day that we were meant to release it.
Right.
So we had to put it off for 10 days. And that was literally right on the doorstep of Kevin and Perry. So you can imagine the stress. It was like we've got to launch God's Kitchen. hasn't been around for 6 years. That's a really difficult way of bringing it back, you know. And then Kevin and Perry. So yeah, I'm glad to get it all out the way now.
And what's the next event? Is there one actually booked? Not Kevin and Perry, just in general. One of your events.
Pitching will be the focus now.
When is that?
That's December the 17th. We're having a breather.
in Ibiza?
No, in Birmingham.
Oh, right, I was getting excited there because I'm going to be here.
Yeah. No, in Birmingham at the Crane. The tickets went on sale a while ago. It's selling fantastically well.
Where can people get tickets for that?
Skiddle, yeah. So it's we've got Paul van Dyk, Ferry Corsten, Jules. I can't remember, Steve Lawler.
Try not to miss anyone out. Everyone's watching, so don't miss me out.
It's been a long few days, but yeah. So we're looking forward to that because it hasn't been around for years, and it was over here many years ago for years. So.
Well, I'd just like to say thank you so much. I know you're a busy man, mate, and thanks so much for waiting about because I was trying to park my car because there's a big.
What's going on with the parking?
There's a pirate festival going on in San Antonio at the minute, and it's chock-a-block.
I literally don't want to move my car because if I move my car, I know I'll be driving around for an hour, you know. So,
well, thank you so much, mate, for coming.
Awesome.
Yeah. Cheers, man.
Buddy.
And I'll see you in the next one, mate.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much. Cheers, man. Peace. That went all right.
Yeah, man.
That was all right.
Awesome.
Yeah.